Hi everyone, it's Jean from Jean's Gems. I have been MIA for a little bit, and what I was doing was kind of reorganizing my craft space a little bit, because you know that I've often had videos where I can't find something that I need, or things come tumbling down. So I made myself a little bit more space, and hopefully that will solve the issue of some crashes and some things falling and you not being able to see everything that I'm showing you. Now, I do want to make mention that the funny thing I found out about my room is that this is an older home and the room is a little bit crooked. So when I'm doing something, some things come toward me and fall toward me. So that's why I was having some issues before. But what I'm coming to you with today is just a small Temu haul. My son turned 18 a little while ago, and there was a couple things that he wanted from Temu. There was a phone case, and I think he got a beanie and something else. So I went ahead and got him those things. And at the same time, I picked out some things for myself. Some things that I've been wanting to get from either the Dollar Tree or an art store or something that I just haven't been able to get to. But I was able to find some really pretty things, and I'll let you know that I've already opened some of the items, so it's easier to show you that way, so we don't have this huge long drawn out video. But as always, I'm pleased with the things that I got from Temu this time. One thing that I will show you, it'll be up to you as to whether or not you want to purchase it. For me, it's okay, but at the same time, I think we can find some more quality items other places. So the first thing I got was some more embroidery thread, and it is really a large package. I think there's supposed to be like 50 or 100 in here. I don't remember. But I was making my worry dolls and running out of embroidery thread to make more. And I think my embroidery thread is still in storage with all my laces and trims. So I need to get over there to the storage unit and get that stuff out soon. So that's one of the first thing I got, along with just a small pack of the variegated, which I always like the variegated as well. So it looks like it'll be perfectly fine for what I'm doing, so I'm not too worried that it's not name brand. The colors are very pretty, so it should make some really beautiful worry dolls. And if you haven't seen my video on the Guatemalan worry dolls, it's in my list there, and you're welcome to check it out. It's a really fun project, especially with kids. So with winter break coming up, that would be a really fun thing to make with the kids. And all you need are toothpicks, matchsticks, and some embroidery thread and glue. So there is that. And what I was telling you about that I wasn't too sure about was these lace trims. They have a lot of them listed, so I picked out a few different styles, all in the cream and ecru. Now this one I do like because it's a little bit see-through, and also you can cut the individual flowers out of it if you want to use it that way, rather than worrying about having to use the whole strip. And I think both of these would be any of these that I got would be really good for even just cutting them in half if you didn't want such a wide piece. They would look really pretty gathered. This one's a smaller width, and it's kind of like a really dotted. Now this one I like the feel of, so this one's really pretty. But the other two that this is the same as one of them, I think. Maybe not. Yes, it's the same. The first two I took out, I wasn't really keen on them because they feel kind of rough. Now this one's interesting because it also is see-through. So these last two are really nice, but for me, with the amount of lace that I have used in the past that's been vintage and, you know, even just seam binding lace and things like that, I would probably not spend money on these again. You get about 2 yards in each package, and somehow I ended up with 2 of the same, but that's okay. So here I have this nice stack of lace, and I also picked up this trim. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I do think that it would make a really pretty decoration on a cover of a journal. So it's about 1 yard or so, and there's plenty to do that with it. And for the price that I paid, I don't remember, $1 something maybe. It's not a bad price that you feel bad that you spent money for something, because I'll still use it either way. Now another thing that I picked up is I love these little embroidered trims, and I've gotten some of these before, but this one's a little bit different because it's almost like it's in a ribbon style. Now you could probably still snip around pieces of this and get different designs out of it if you wanted to, or just use it as a strip down the side of a page. That looks really pretty. And this one, because it's more of a pastel look, you could use it on almost anything with the rainbow color. Now this one I really liked because I've been liking the color peach, and I'm actually working on something right now that has more of the fall colors of the peaches and the yellows. So I'm going to probably cut some of this down, and it's nice because you can cut these 2 pieces, you could cut these little tiny star flowers separately. So you have a lot of options with this trim, and if you do it right, it'll go a long way for you. Now on the ribbon trim, I also got a yellow. This one is more of a green and yellow. I love this purple that I picked out, and red. So I have lots of trim to work with, and I think they'll look really pretty for, you can use them as bands, you can use them to tie your journal, design on the top, to trim some pockets or some tags. So lots and lots of options with these embroidery trims. And I have found that Temu's embroidery trims are of good quality, that they're nice to use. I picked up these as well. Now there's a blue, mint, a pink, an off-white, and then here's the purple one that I opened. And what it's supposed to be is like a chiffon ribbon. I don't think that it is a chiffon ribbon. It may be, but it looks like it has some kind of synthetic material on the back, or netting, I'm not sure which, but still it's really pretty for a young lady's journal or shabby chic. you have your choice of a couple of different colors here. So just some snippets of that, which are definitely my style of design. So there are those. These here are just like a place card or a business card. So they have several on that they show in the listing, but then they just send you a random one. And this is kind of like a Japanese cherry blossom, but these would be really nice to put your name on and your website and your business name, and send this off in your packages whenever you either give out Happy Mail, or if you sell something on your Kofi site, you can add that little note in. Here are 2 packages, and they're falling apart because I already opened them. These are called Butterfly of the Stars and Moon. And I just really thought these were so beautiful because they're acetate. I haven't tried to peel one up yet, but they have such gorgeous colors, and some of the butterflies even have roses for one side. And look at these really gorgeous colors. They're really pretty. I love the teal and purple. That's one of my favorite color combinations. I like anything pretty much that has purple on it. This one's more like a watercolor. So you get that, and then different colors and different styles with the roses. And then you get these little moons, and they're made out of flowers. So they're just crescent moon made out of, designed with roses on them. And you get some butterflies going different ways, and the regular with the wings out, or some with them just lighting on something. So really nice combination of styles there with the butterflies. And I didn't know if it told me how many pieces, but there's quite a few pieces in here. But this is from a company called Have a Good Day. If you go on Temu and you would like to get something that is of good quality, that's one of the companies on there that I will often get things from, because I know their items are good. So this little booklet is the exact same thing, but it has all the butterflies in a pink and a fuchsia with the roses and of course the moon. So you get quite a variety to play with there. And I have some envelopes I'm going to put these in, so I'll just leave them for now. I had saved all of the wrappings from my other Temu orders, and I was cleaning my room and I found this huge bag full of wrappings, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pitch this because I've had it for I don't know how long and never used it. So I've had to make some decisions to let go of some things or pack some things up and just keep at hand what I normally use. And it just makes my desk neater, and it allows me to find things quicker, and I'm very happy about that. So the next thing I got was 4 packages of these frames. Now these frames I thought were a little bit more of a chipboard style. They are heavier, but they're not chipboard. They're very pretty and ornate, as you can see. Now, what I would probably do with some of these is use the dimensional dots to kind of raise the frame up a little bit. the sticky dots. I don't know if I have any handy to show. Oh yeah, these little sticky dots. And then you can put them a couple different places on the frames, and it makes them kind of stand out and look more dimensional. I love this blue one right here. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to stack these here because I have an envelope I'm going to put them in so that I don't have several packages. These are more of a white, shabby. Some of them have like chippy paint, and they're really nice. This one is more of a brown. So this one reminds me of kind of like when we ink things on the side to get kind of a brown look on the edge. So you get 2 of each of them in here. And that way, if you wanted to make a pair of pictures with 2 different girls or 2 different men, you know, you can do that on a journal page or a side-by-side page. Also, these are really fun to use for clips, like the things we put on paper clips to clip in, because what you can do with them then is put your image on the back so that it shows through, and then just put your pin or your clip right there. It even has holes if you wanted to use a bulb pin. So there are different things that you can definitely do with these. Very versatile, and I really love those. So, and that's one thing about Temu too, is they usually send you at least two of each thing that's in the package, so you have more than one piece to work with. Now these are also butterflies, and they're from a company called Mocard, and Mocard is also a really good company. These are they remind me kind of like stained glass windows, and they're just different sizes and different designs of butterflies. So a lot to play with there. I got that pack that's more blue, and this one's more pink. And I love the cards that are on the inside, because all you have to do is cover the back, and then you have a really nice pre-made journaling card right there. Okay, I got a box of these little acetate sticker. I don't know if these are acetate stickers or if you would call them washi. Ooh, boo, stink bug. But I like adding greenery to my art, and I thought they would be fun to use, you know, with the butterflies and different things. So there, I got those. Also picked up a couple molds. I wanted to try these molds with the air dry clay. These are little bows. These have different flowers on them. These kind of look like sunflowers maybe, or so I'm anxious to see how these work. Now these pink ones, I'm not sure how they work, whether there's just 4 or if you put one here and one here. I don't know, but I'm going to try them out, and when I do, I'll bring you with me and we can see what comes out of them. The next thing that I needed like a hole in the head was more jewelry findings, but I got these little, I'll take out the multi-pack so you can see. They're actually acrylic bead caps. And I love them because they're kind of frosted. They come in different colors. I got the purple, the white, the pink, the green, purple, white, pink, green. But now that I'm looking at it, I really like that red too. So I'll put these in a little box, and then I will have them for when I make some more of my boho beads. So I got a couple packs of those. And then this is kind of a funny thing I got. I just really thought they were cute. It's a woman's high heel, but it has a little hole here for you to attach it to a jump ring or make a dangle out of it or something. So if you're doing a vintage ladies journal or a fashion journal or anything like that, you can definitely use these. And I thought they were fun. They weren't very expensive, and they come with quite a few in the package. So definitely plenty to play with there. And also I had to have, for some reason, I love cats, and I had to have these wooden cat buttons. And the reason I like them so much is because they have all these different patterns. Some of them are floral, some of them look like kind of tie-dyed. So I really thought these were cute, and I will definitely use them in my projects. So here's a pink one I dropped. But there's about 20 or so in there. And they have a lot of these on their site for in different shapes. You can get, I think I saw mushrooms and dogs maybe, and flowers. I'm not sure what else, but you can get, you know, all kinds of things there. I picked up 2 pairs of scissors because I had been saying my scissors weren't sharp enough to cut fabric, and I was having a hard time when I did my worry dolls snipping the string, the embroidery thread. So I got these 2. This is just a little plastic pair, so I'll have to be careful with them, but they work really smooth. So one for doing my embroidery thread, and these might be a really good pair for fussy cutting. The blade seems a little tight, so I may have to loosen it a little bit, but nice pair of scissors to add to my collection. And I got these little things. I don't think they may be silicone, or they may be plastic, but I can't remember in the catalog exactly what they were for. But I did see someone using something like this to kind of press down where they had put their hot glue so they didn't burn themselves. And then I think this would even be nice to use to spread glue. So they come in random colors and in a pack of 2. So I picked up those. I'm trying to think. I have been looking for some elastic because there's a style of journal binding that's called Midori. And all you need to do is use a piece of elastic, and then you can slide your pages in and out as you go and as you want to work on them. And I've had a hard time finding any type of elastic cording or thread. So I tried these because this was the smallest width I could find. And this may work fine. I don't know. But I was looking for something more like a thicker thread, kind of like a jute, the size of like jute or embroidery thread, but I wanted it to be kind of stretchy and maybe metallic like gold or something like that. So I haven't found that as of yet. I'll keep looking, but I'm going to try these and see how they work. If not, there's other things that I can do with elastic that I'm not going to fret if I can't use these for their intended purpose. Now, these are some of the funnest things that I've gotten from Temu. And when I see a design of something that I like, I usually buy one of each. So the first one that I have opened here looks more like a sewing style because it has the dress form and it has, I love this one. And up here has a pair of scissors and has corsets. And I just think they're so pretty. And actually in my coffee shop, I have some printables of corsets as well as dress forms. So if you take a look at that and think those are something you would enjoy working with, by all means, you're welcome to download those, and you get an automatic link and are able to get them right away and print them right away. So that's really nice. These, I would say, are more of a garden or tea party style. They have cupcakes, teacups, really pretty watering can, another watering can. That looks more like a milk tin or something. Apple pie. That one's pretty. These with the cupcakes are so cute. So if you were doing, I know there have been a couple journals that I've seen floating around on Facebook, or at least journal ideas of a cooking journal. So there would definitely be some pieces in there that you could use for that. And I was thinking about the huge paper packs that we sometimes get. If you look at those and you see one or two pages that you fall in love with, and then the others are just kind of filler pages. When you get something small like this, you're getting the images that you want in a already cut down for you in a pretty shape. And then you end up, excuse me, using them more so than you would a big 12 by 12 page. But I really like these. This package has all ladies on it. And this one is beautiful. She reminds me of Gypsy. But look at this yellow one. And here's a couple. And here's a mom and a child. So that's cute. This lady's so beautiful. And this one, she's darling. And here's a few more that are just really pretty. I love this one of her on the swing. And there she is with a pink bonnet. So, so sweet. I love all of those. Now, and then these, I think these are two different packs. This one has more of the hydrangea, lilacs, and there's a clock, really pretty. Couple clocks in here. This one I love with the bird and the bird cage. All very nice floral. And a couple dragonfly ones in those. And these are all music note designs. So you have floral on there, on the sheet music. Here you have a beautiful violin. Here you have a book, an iron chair. It's a bird. So the crowns are really pretty. So there's, in these little packages, these would be perfect size for some tags, or just to tuck them in just like they are. This one is really pretty because it has a castle and the postal design. This I think has to be one of my favorite, with the castle and the rose down here. And here's some envelopes. Here's just like a collage piece with just writing on it. So many different designs that you can get in this lot. So what I'm going to do with these, since I have so many of them, I was trying to see how many it says comes in the package. It doesn't. And I'll open these last two because I'm going to put them in something else for storage. So these are going to be all butterflies probably. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love those dark colors. Butterflies, yes. Oh, that's precious. So some spring ones, some fall ones. That one's really pretty. Really, really nice. And this is, I think these are from Good Day too. I don't remember. And this last one, I think, yeah, these are from Have a Good Day. So that's the company I like to order my paper products from on Temu. Have a Good Day. This one's more of a Paris chic. Lovely. Sometimes you just want a snippet of something and you don't want to have to go digging through your whole paper stash to find just a snippet of something that will look good on a page. And I think that's why I like these smaller bits better, because of that. You get a little piece that you can add and collage over, use as a base. Look at this one. This is very appropriate for fall. And if you want to make, ooh, I love the purple. If you want to make tags out of these, all you need to do is, if you have, what I would suggest anyway, is, because this paper is so light, is to probably use some index cards or cardstock, tea-dye cardstock, something like that to back them with. And that way you'll make sure that they're sturdy and don't bend or get damaged in your journals. I think one of the challenges that we have, or at least I have had, for example, with my Spanish journal, which, by the way, I am finished with, and the cover's finished. I'm just having a hard time putting the signatures together properly. So as soon as I get that done, I will be doing a flip through of that. But with working with that journal so often, the pages tend to get a little dog-eared. So I think when you take something like this, if you're going to leave it just like this as a light page, you want to add this at the end, unless you're going to reinforce it with cardstock, because otherwise it'll get all dog-eared and flip up on you. So what I ended up doing with my Spanish journal, because I had sewn a lot of the pages, but they were still coming up, is I went through with my corner rounder and rounded them off, and it made them look much, much better. I just have to figure out how to do the cover. So anyway, These are also from Have a Good Day, and there's actually 30 pieces in each of these little booklets. So it just opens up like this. Now, if you can imagine this as a journal in itself, this would make a great journal cover just like this. And then you could, these pages, they're all so pretty, and I think you get 1, 2, 3 of each. And you could use just this paper pack to make your whole journal if you wanted to. And you could add some embellishments of leaves or butterflies or trim or lace, whatever you wanted to. But you could use a tab binding method if you wanted, and just make yourself a little journal inside here, and then have this be its closure. And you get all these gorgeous pictures, and they look like they've been burnt or torn and grungy. They're just really, really gorgeous. They're very light. So and as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, you can see to the other side. So I would definitely take some type of cardstock, tea-dyed paper, and either glue it onto the back or even stitch it if you wanted to stitch it, and then make them more sturdy. But not only that, you could have one page going this way, and then, or two going this way, and then you could have one going this way with your tea stained, that you could use more of a journal. So I'm going to have to work with that and see if I can come up with a tutorial on how to use one of these packages and make just a cute little journal. Now this one is more of a botanical. This one would be roses mainly. And I think I have time. I'll just quickly go through each of them because this is the last thing I have. So this one, same way, and aren't they just beautiful? So you get in this one, you get roses and butterflies, this bird cage, birds. We all love birds too. Isn't that one pretty? It almost looks like it has a mirror back here. So beautiful. And I think there had been some other junk journalists that I saw that had gotten some of these things, but I didn't see all the versions. I think I've seen the bunny one, and that's the only one, which is kind of funny. It had, no, where is the bunny one? Here's the bunny one. And I just thought they were so cute, and already everything's there for you to start a base journal. We'll see what the bunny one looks like. So the bunny one, oh my stars, isn't he cute? I'm not really a fan of bunnies, but he sure does look cute. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at those colors. Oh. Oh, look, the fox. He looks so foxy. Foxes are not our friends around here because they like to get our chickens. But foxes are very beautiful. The white snow fox is beautiful. And I think I like bunnies now. These are so cute. Oh my stars, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? And this type of paper or this design would be perfect for a fall journal. Look at him. He's so beautiful. Oh. Yeah, these are definitely worth the money if you get them, and you'll be like, oh, I don't want to use them because they're so pretty, but just think of the beautiful creation you can make if you do let yourself use them. Okay, this one, I was trying to see what it says because it says junk journal here, and it just says retro vintage materials, 30 pieces. It does, but it doesn't really say. Look at the colors on this. If any of you get these, you will be so pleased. I am just amazed at the beautiful, rich colors that these have. Because the teal and the purple are colors that I really like. Oh, that one's pretty with a house. Now that's kind of interesting that it has 3 chimneys. Huh. This is beautiful. You know what? These would be really pretty. On the back, you could write a special little note to someone and just stick it inside a card. Some of us like to do that because if we write out something and we spell something wrong, or we forget a word, we don't want to actually write it on the card itself. So sometimes just having a pretty, and look how this is cut down here. Just having a pretty little piece of paper that you can stick inside is really nice. These are absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love all of them. Even the bunnies. Even the little buns. I love anything stationery and paper anyway. So, oh, these are bees. Now, I haven't worked with anything with honeybees because I'm kind of afraid of bees. This sunflower is just absolutely gorgeous. When I was little, I always have had long hair. And I remember one time when I was little, these are, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what I was doing, but I must have disturbed some yellow jackets. And they literally chased me and got in my hair. And I was so scared. Now, bumblebees I'm not as afraid of, but when we were little, we would go barefoot a lot and have clover in our yard, and that's where the bumblebees like to go, in the clover. So, bee things are cute, but I don't know about using the bees. So probably what will happen is some of these things will either end up as like a bundle in my coffee shop, or something that I will package up if we ever get a winner for my channel. Since nobody has reported in, that contest is closed, but we will be doing another one. So you all know I love poppies. Look at that. It's so pretty. And the tulips. Whoever designed these did a really good job. The poppies are just beautiful. I've always liked poppies. So nice. And these look like, these kind of look like zinnias. Oh. So, couple things about Temu. They really do have some beautiful things that are worth the couple dollars that you spend, especially because you have free shipping. The only thing that I found myself doing is either not using up what I purchase or purchasing too much. So, for example, these, since I really loved these, I was okay in buying one of each so that I could have each of the designs, but I didn't necessarily have to do that with these, although I like all of them as well. So use wisdom when you're purchasing. For example, when I bought these, I thought I was getting a couple boxes. I only got one. And and when I bought these, I thought they were on a roll, not in a package. So read your listing good and make sure you're getting what you're thinking you're getting. And as long as you do that, I really haven't had any problem with Temu. If I've had to return something, they give you credit right away as soon as they see the return hit the post office. So you don't have to wait to get your money back. And for anyone that's pretty much homebound that can't really get out and look and see what's in the store, Temu is a great option. And I thought their shipping was exceptionally fast this time. So that's what I have. That's all my fun things that I get to store away until I'm ready to use them again. And I hope you found something inspired. Maybe you would decide to purchase something. I'm not sponsored by Temu in any way. All these things that I purchased with my own money. However, if you've never purchased from Temu before, there is a discount code, I think for like 20% off or something, that you can get for your first order, but it only works if you're brand new and have never purchased from them before. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little haul. It was nice to be back to visit with you all again. And I hope to see you either tomorrow or the following day to update you on my journal and see if I can get that bound properly. And I can't think. Oh, I had my husband go to the post office today and mail something for me that was priority flat rate. Now, when I used to use the priority flat rate mailer, which is one rate, any weight, it used to be like $4.95. Now it's double that. It's $10 and change to mail one of these out. So if you purchase something from my Kofi site and it doesn't weigh very much, it would probably be much better just to put it in a small package and mail it that way. If you buy several items and they will fit in here, then we can do it all for the $10. So just keep that in mind. I have to update my shipping on the Kofi site now that I know. I also mailed some just regular business sized envelopes. They were a little bit thick, but my goodness, they were, I think, $5 a piece, and I couldn't believe it. So postage has really, really gone up. And it's hard to be generous and to send people things when the postage is so high. So I will check out some other prices. I don't know if I think there's a postage service that you can get called Pitney Bowes, that if you use them, you get a discount. So I'm going to try look some of that information up and see what I can figure out. And in the meantime, I will see you all again soon. And thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.